Today we're convening the industry from right across the country to send a very clear message to government. In the heart of government here at Westminster, we've been asked to consult, we are, and our response is very clear. No, we do not support this proposed hike in the horse racing betting tax. British racing must be treated differently.
Well, at the moment, our tax rate's 15%. The tax rate for online casino and arcades is 21%. That 6 basis points is equivalent to a 40% increase. The impact on that will be that we become 40% more expensive for the betting operators, which will massively impact the flow of money that comes through the uniquely symbiotic relationship between betting and horse racing into the sport.
It's very important that people understand the difference between racing and the online gambling casinos. Racing as a community produces an awful lot of jobs.
I think it's just crucial for the whole industry to really get together on this topic, because this is something that is going to affect the whole industry. Obviously, everyone on the television sees jockeys and horses, but there is so many people that are involved in this industry that it's going to affect. I think British racing brings about 85,000 jobs to this country, and people that the general public won't see on the TVs that this is also going to affect.
We say that at the very minimum this could cost British racing an increase in 6% of that duty. In real terms, we've had that independently modelled, and we believe if that policy position is adopted by government, it will cost the British horse racing industry in the order of 66 million in lost revenues in year one, but importantly, put 2,700 jobs across the nation at risk in rural communities that our racing industry supports.
Well, I think it'll affect the profession as a whole. We've already lost 15% of trainers since 2019. Historically, the number of trainers always stayed the same over the previous 100 years. So, in that sense, there'll be a huge knock-on effect. We're already losing too many members of our profession as it is. That's only going to be sped up. The foal crop is shrinking as well, and that's going to be sped up as well. So.
Well, the increase in tax would have huge negative effect on our industry. This industry sport offers so many jobs, not just jockeys, trainers, owners, but stable staff, race day staff, catering staff. It's such a huge industry and so many people will be affected by it. Prize money, we're already in a global race against other nations such as Ireland, France, United States, and we're already falling behind. And I just feel like the lack of fixtures too. If this were to be implemented, I think it would be impossible for our sport to thrive.
I think this industry doesn't get the recognition that it deserves to what it brings to this country. There is a huge amount of heritage involved and it's part of our culture. This tax is going to affect it greatly.
I think fundamentally this price increase through tax would have to be passed on. That would then impact turnover, and then that impacts the whole ecosystem. And when you think that 70% of betting on horse racing is online, you will see that people will find ways through VPNs and other ways to actually bet into the black market where there is no levy, no data rights, no tax and no return.